Brilliant warm greetings to you, my friend, and welcome to the Lumina Guild. I could not be more thrilled that you're here, especially because I know the journey of listening to the call to move forward with something that you may not totally understand yet, but you just know that there's something there for you. So in this time together, I'm going to be providing sort of a contextual uh, red carpet. That's how I want to think of it, a contextual red carpet for you, for the Lumina Guild, to welcome you in. And you can also visit the orientation video that's put out by the co-founder of the Lumina Guild, Hua. And in that one, she's going to give you a tour of the site and help you to understand the logistics of how the site works. A couple of years ago, I I can only describe it as receiving a download. All of my most significant sort of promptings to create uh, something real, something of substance for the times, has always come through what I experience as a download. And I was on a plane actually from the US to Italy. Again, this was a couple of years ago. And I just saw them as these are the three keys for creating within an emergent future. And I didn't even totally understand those words at the time, but I knew that what I was receiving was of utmost importance for what was coming and for where we were going. And those three keys, I'll just mention them here, are authenticity, novelty, and commitment. Authenticity, novelty, and commitment. And this was all, by the way, pre AI, like in terms of pre AI sort of flooding the norm. And I could just see that authenticity was going to be what would cut through the noise. Authenticity was going to be what would liberate human souls from the bondage that they were experiencing. That authenticity was going to be the pathway to the future of our livelihood. Likewise, I saw novelty. Novelty is directly connected to authenticity because when you're being authentic, when you're being yourself in the moment, there will be novel things that come out. It's just what happens. It's how we operate. It's like watching a child. They can't help but be novel here and there throughout the moment of just being the moments of being themselves. And then the third one, commitment. And I really felt commitment as something different than what we've been taught. And in some ways, the way that I felt it was actually dissolving and sort of liberating my own self from what I had previously known about commitment as commitment to a life path that you've chosen, what you got your degree in, and what you're going to be doing, how you're going to be making your money, loyalty to certain systems and certain frameworks that don't actually make sense to you anymore. And the commitment was about a commitment to being oneself authentically, and the path, the journey of discovering how to do that, because we haven't really been taught how to do that. And then the journey and the path of sort of tending to and confronting all that comes up as we endeavor to be more ourselves and to be completely committed to ourselves and to be novel, to put out something that's new that might rock people's boats, God forbid, and might ruffle some people's feathers. Oh my, and might upset some humans in your life. And that is the foundation of the Lumina Guild, really, is that we are here together in a very poignant and very powerful time in human history. And can you feel that shift that's happening internally? It's seismic, it's real, that says, uh-uh, can't do it this way anymore. I just can't do it this way anymore. There has to be another way. But there's not necessarily somebody showing me the other way. And rightly so, because I'm tired of being told and even shown the right way. I want to find my way. I want to find my way that works for me, that works for my body's rhythms, the timing of what I want, the flow of how I feel best. Previously, I think that I will speak for myself, being an entrepreneur since I was very, very young and being a businesswoman, that I sort of probably poo-pooed, and also push to the side this more artful way of living because it didn't feel like it was congruent with productivity, and productivity was congruent, at least in the paradigm that we've all been steeped in, with success. You feel that? That artfulness and artful ways of being and being more leisurely and focusing on quality, like that won't deliver you what you really want, because maybe what you want is freedom, but the way that you know that you want that is to have more money. And surely if want to have more money, then you need to be doing X, Y, and Z that deliver X, Y, and Z. But those times are done. They are done. They already are done. It's just a matter of how sort of swiftly we accept it and get busy with what we want to create next. And that's what we're doing in Lumina Guild. We're getting busy with what's coming next. We're getting busy with what is next. And it's the only thing that makes sense, at least for me, for this soul, that prioritizing artful ways of living, slowing down, listening to myself, receiving the messages, altering my life accordingly. This is the work. This is the work. And I love money. And I believe that whatever it is that you want in terms of financial abundance is available to you. But I also believe and see, I get this continually reflected back to me, that the old way of doing things, it doesn't really work anymore. And it doesn't really make sense for what you truly want anymore. So in the Lumina Guild, we are getting up to these new and also new and remembered, their future and ancient ways of understanding our creative essence, understanding how that's of value in our community, in our culture, in our family, and then learning how to receive in relationship to it. Because choosing a life of artfulness and quality and slowing down, I am certain, does not mean that you can't make a beautiful living, that you can't have all the things that you want that money can buy. It's time that we bring these together. And it's us, it's you that is here to bring that together in real time through our experience, through our creations. I have been facilitating and leading transformational containers for over 2 decades. I've been facilitating other human beings in their transformational processes for 35 years. I understand change. I understand what it brings up in us humans. And I understand more than most this precipice that we are upon right now. We have 4 pillars within the Lumina Guild that help to give structure to the engagements and the content that are delivered. It's artful living, sovereign wealth, conscious community, artful living, sovereign wealth, conscious community, creative emergence. That's kind of my zone. It's totally my zone. Each one of these pillars offers to you an opportunity to engage with the next level of your understanding and all of our understanding of what this means. And then to put that into practical play in your life. And not in a way that's content heavy, not in a way that's going to burden you. It's not coming from a place that you need to check off all the boxes and do a good job in order to finally get the thing that you want. You will be immersed in a field that will shift the way that you do life. You will find that things become easier. You will find that the things that you've been asking for come to you so much smoother. You will find humans that you can collaborate with that bring forth what wants to come next out of you. And the other piece is that we have our Lumina Guild fund. So 20% of all the dues that every member pays go into that fund so that after a certain amount of time of being a member, you can actually apply for funding to fund your creative projects. We are literally putting our money where our mouth is. We're saying there's different ways to do things. And here we are practicing it right now in real time with you, with me. It's the real deal. Each month, we journey with one facet in what I like to call the new field of value. We are at a time where we are questioning what our values are, what we've plugged into that no longer makes sense, and then deciding, what do I really want? How do I really want to live my life? How do I want to design my life? This all boils down to values. So every month we look at a facet of value in this new world that we are co-creating together. And right now, at the time of this filming, we're in the facet of timing. And I'm so feeling this in my life that until I, and as I, and in each moment that I do so, attune to my own body's rhythms, to my timing, to Tiffany, to the way she wants to do things. Until I do that, I'm not actually available and open to receive at the next levels that want to come. Another way of saying that is that my expansion, my growth, my rooting, my capacity are all dependent on me listening to my timing and designing my life accordingly. So if you're coming in now, it's the most perfect time for you. I'm certain of it. And you're entering right into the Emergent Path Apprenticeship, which is extraordinary. As you take the orientation to the site with Hua in the video, you'll be able to see where you can access everything. And I want you to feel what interests you, what delights you. Go there first. Trust that first. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're here. And I look forward to our unfolding journey together.